COVID-19 has taken a toll on everyone, including LSU resident assistants. Safe event planning and enforcing new rules have been an added element to their list of responsibilities.
Reporter Georgia Peck spoke with a couple LSU RAs to find out more.
LSU's resident assistants have been adapting to new changes to their job description due to COVID-19. Event planning is an essential part of an RA's job. Due to new restrictions, they are now faced with the challenge of creating safe ways for student residents to bond and interact.
I know the turnout hasn't been as high as I would hope, and other RAs have mentioned there's been less people. And then there are restrictions on like what we can do. We can't have all of like the residents be in like one area at once. There's been a lot of limits. So it does make planning things a lot harder.
Like people don't want to show up to Zoom meetings. No one wants to do a program where you're like all socially distant, and trying to get people involved in a way that follows within like CDC guidelines, but still is fun and like interactive. It's just really hard to come up with that.
In spite of this, RAs still see group activities as an essential part of living on campus.
So it's really important, since we can't have some of like the normal like events and everything, to be like continuing to have these socially distanced programs for people to find a way to plug in and like find different things to be involved in.
In addition to this, RAs are now in charge of enforcing new rules set by the university to keep students safe while inside the dorms.
We're still in phase 1 for res life of like our COVID kind of phases. So that means you cannot have any guests over in your room unless they are a resident of like that same building. You must be wearing a mask at all times, and then just like basic precautions they want you to follow, like using hand sanitizer, no more than 3 people in the elevator.
In general, students have been following these rules. However, many are being written up for not wearing masks while indoors.
I normally have to write up around 2 to 3 people a week just for not wearing masks. Not because I want to go and write them up, but job entitles me to. And guests do come and go into the building as much as I try to, or me and my staff try to stop it.
As we enter new phases, RAs will shift accordingly in order to best accommodate their student residents. For Tiger TV News, I'm Georgia Peck.